inspirational documentary film Stacker takes you inside the fiercely competitive world of sports stacking.
This fascinating film debuts at the Dallas International Film Festival this weekend, and the director, Jeremy Mattern, is here to tell us more. Thanks for being here with us.
Thank you for having me.
I'm engrossed by this. I mean, first of all, that was fun, doing the stacking.
It's very addicting.
It's unbelievable how quickly they move and go and how young they all are.
So yeah, I mean, they move at lightning fast speed. You blink and you're gonna miss it.
Yes.
But like you said, one of the most interesting things about this sport is that you actually peak between about 10 and 13 years old. Usually, as kids turn 13, they actually start to slow down a little bit.
Wow, that's like an early, in TV, we at least have a little bit longer than that.
By 13, you're a has-been. Your career's over.
Without a doubt.
Wow, that's crazy. And where are these kids learning about it at such a young age? I mean, I wouldn't know to tell my child about it until today.
Well, it was created in the 80s in Southern California, and then through the 90s it started to grow, but in the past 10 years it's really just blossomed, and I believe it's taught in 1 in 3 elementary schools in the United States.
That's crazy.
As part of their PE program.
You're kidding me.
But you don't realize it, but if you ask like your niece or a nephew or like a friend that has a kid in elementary school,
they know about stacking.
$5 says they stack in school.
You're kidding me.
So it is considered a sport. Is it really, I mean, it looks active, but is it really that physical?
I interviewed a professor who did a study on it, and he said it's about as physical as something like bowling or frisbee golf. So it has, and when you go and you see these kids and they're stacking 100 miles per hour, you know, they're sweating.
Is it really 100 miles per hour?
Well, I don't know how fast
it is. But
it looks like that.
But I mean, they're sweating. It's physical. Like, it's a stressful situation. But is there strategy involved?
There are...
or is it just speed?
Well, they have individual and then they have team. And so there is a little bit of strategy whenever you're doing the relay. You can kind of psych the other team out by like starting or waiting a second to start. There's all sorts of strategies. The German team is all about the strategies with the team sports.
It has Germans in their strategy. I can say that because I have some German blood. But you said it's a big deal in the East as well.
So yeah, it's all over the United States, but then, I mean, worldwide. At the international championship I went to, I think there are 18 different countries.
Wow.
Australia, South Africa, New Zealand, Germany, Thailand. I mean, it was crazy. These kids flying thousands of miles to be here to stack cups.
What were the challenges in making the documentary?
I mean, one of the tough things was trying to figure out, you know, you're talking to a 10-year-old kid who's the fastest cup stacker in the world, you know, but as a 10-year-old, he's just a kid, you know?
Yeah,
and so they have a hard time opening up. So as a filmmaker, was trying to, you know, make them feel comfortable so they can open up and he can talk to you. So it's neat.
I heard, because it requires so much focus, that there are some children, maybe autistic children or children who deal with some other issues, who have a really great they have great success with this.
So there was one father and son I interviewed, and the father said he had an older brother who was in track and was like a track all-state type of kid, and the younger brother was autistic, a superstar. Never really had a sport, and he really couldn't find anything. But then he found stacking, and it just became his thing. And he's made the Team USA, so there's not. You know, he's a legitimate fast stacker. And
that's so cool.
It was a very inspirational story.
That's really neat. So maybe it's a nice thing to do if your children are having a hard time in other sports. Maybe it's something worth trying.
And it helps the left and right brain, your eye-hand coordination, and all sorts of stuff.
Me too.
I'm past my prime now. I'm over 13, believe it or not.
Oh, good. I've got a few years left.
Thank you so much. It's fascinating.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, I can't wait to see the documentary.
It should be fun.
Yeah. Again, the world premiere of Stacker is tomorrow, April 6th at 11:45, and again on Sunday at 2:30. They're both at the Angelica, and it's pretty cool. Pretty cool deal.
I can't wait to see it. Yeah.